Good afternoon, Sydney Siders. It's usually a freezing, chilly day here, but today it's just a whole lot of wind. I hope all of you from different parts of the world are keeping safe and keeping well. We think especially of those in the Ukraine, and we just extend thoughts and prayers to everyone in the Ukraine and say thank you to those that are helping in every single way that they can. Today's talk is centered around Series 3 of the elderly, specifically where do the elderly still have value and how can the world and society benefit from that value? Well, if we think about what do the elderly have that we don't, and I think a key word that stands out is they have perspective. They have perspective. And why do they have perspective? They have perspective because they've journeyed longer than what we've journeyed. They've learned things along the way that we perhaps haven't learned yet. They have prioritized things in life and journeyed around those priorities and perhaps later realized that those priorities were very important and they're very grateful for them. Or perhaps they have a little bit of regret around the things that they prioritized and wish they'd prioritized differently. So when we come back to the question of how are the elderly valuable, we come back to the question of they know all the shortcuts. They know the decisions that people are making for their lives with a hindsight that we don't have and those people don't have. So what they can do is they can share their learnings. They can share their insight. They can share their regrets. They can share their experiences. And they can help so many people to make decisions from a different perspective and a different frame of reference. I think so often in life when a person is young and ambitious, you set out to prioritize so many different things, viewing them as important. And as life carries on, you start achieving those things and then start realizing, why am I not feeling great? Why am I not feeling excited? Why am I not feeling enthusiastic or passionate anymore? And you can later come to the realization that actually, I thought this was really important, but now that it's happened, it's not really that important to me anymore. I'm not feeling the way that I expected to feel. Often the elderly could have told you that story already because a lot of them have regrets. A lot of them have things that they are so grateful for. And a lot of them are willing to share. But in order to share, you have to have willing participants and willing listeners. So I'm encouraging you, if you know of anybody or have a relationship with anybody or would even love the opportunity to work at a home for the elderly, just to be able to have conversations with them and spend time with them, I think there's so much wisdom that they can impart to us. They can help us not waste time. So when we look at them and we think, wow, life is really slow for you, they could be looking at us and thinking, wow, you really are wasting your time with unnecessary things. So what we're seeing here is perspective. Perspective changes everything. Okay, perspective can either be your prison or it can be your passport, as an author once said. I love that because how you think about things changes everything. So I want to encourage you. If you feel like you're spending time on the road and you're going down a path and you're not sure if it's the right path, perhaps actually all you need is a chat to an elderly family member who's just got more wisdom, got more wise in the world, and perhaps has even more regrets than you and even more gratefulness in some ways because of the length of their journey in comparison to you. So I encourage you, chat to them, get their perspective to see what in your life can you shortcut so that you don't have to waste time going down a road that can actually be shut, and you can actually spend more valuable time going down a road that you can open. I hope this helps, and if you have any comments or anything you'd like to air or share, please just add them in the comments section. I'd love to engage with you. Thanks.